Greetings all, Vanny here for Cancer's weekend oracle message. Cancer, I hope you guys are having a great week and you're going to have a great weekend. Okay, finally something came out. So, don't be afraid of this, Cancer. You have the Death card that came out. As scary as that word and this card is, it is one of the most amazing to receive. Death is simply a transformation of life. Things are changing, things are moving. Very rarely has this ever meant someone actually passing, someone actually leaving this realm. It means a new phase of your life, a new phase of yourself, the death of your ego, the death of your old life. And Cancer, that is one of the most amazing things to happen. And look at how beautiful this new one is, if it will stop dancing. The 10 of Cauldrons, complete emotional fulfillment, where you're happy and plenty and you have family and connections. I love that so much. I do wonder what that symbol at the bottom means. For anyone curious, it is a triangle with a circle in it. I love symbols, but I do not know what that one means. Very curious, though. But note the cauldron in both of these cards. Death is not coming from a malicious place. You have the 8 of Shields and the 2 of Swords that came out for you. Very similar imagery to both of these cards. And it almost feels like people from two different directions are coming together. So, two very different paths have led us together that takes us to this happiness. That is very interesting. It's like, it literally feels like we have come from two completely different worlds, whether that is a friendship, business partnership, romantic relationship, or just a spontaneous event that occurs in your life that changes the trajectory. It's literally like complete opposites coming together. And it's shaking so much of this world. Like someone coming in and showing you a whole new way of thinking, a whole new way of life. Like you didn't even know this was an option before, and you just fully go into it because you're like, finally, I feel my soul. I feel myself. You have the 7 of Swords in reverse. Sometimes a sneaky, deceitful card. I personally don't feel that. I almost feel like this other perspective and mindset that you're getting from this opposite person here is helping you bring peace to a situation that maybe has had a lot of fighting in your life. Like if you suddenly share something that you've been struggling with a complete stranger. I mean, why not? You don't know them. They have no attachment to the situation, and you may never see them again. So that kind of a sounding board and different viewpoint could help a situation that is causing you a lot of stress right now, Cancer. Or perhaps they just bring about something that makes a change where there isn't so much fighting and upset occurring in your life. I don't know about you, but I have no time for fighting in my life. I have no time for petty arguments going on because we're trying to do too much. We're trying to accomplish so much. You do have the world coming in for you. You have the world of potential possibilities, support, and connection. With all suits surrounding them and the Ouroboros-esque oval, you are protected, guided, and loved right now, Cancer. So please don't be afraid of this change, this upheaval situation. You will be transcending all of the noise and madness of it. You will be flying above the chaos because you need to remove yourself and what you value from the situation. You've walked away from it, and we're moving on to calmer seas. I always love seeing the 6 of Swords. You have the fire spirit energy. And I do believe you will have energy. You have a lot going for you, and it's just bringing it all together. And what you need is the wands. What you need And that's exactly what is missing here, is the wand suit outside of the world card. And so everything is reliant upon your energy, what you put into it, what you want, what you dream, what you're crafting. And speak your truth about it. Be honest with yourself about what it is you want your life to look like. Because if you say you're working for yourself but not speaking your truth, you're just running around in circles. Illusion. What is it? Healing without surrender is a fast path to delusion. Like, you say you want to heal, but you never do the work to go through those painful situations to recover from them. Or you're constantly saying you want something, but it's coming from a place of lack. It's coming from this fear and low vibrational mentality. The storm spirit is coming in, bringing in chaos and change. And as scary as that is, like the death card, it is necessary for things to shift, things to occur. You have the owl spirit of wisdom coming in for you, though. Wisdom is different from intelligence. It is a keen sense of awareness and insight that you gain from yourself, from the things that you have overcome, the decisions that you have made, the intuitive insight that you trust, or perhaps you're starting to learn to recognize what that voice sounds. Your intuition, that inherent deep-seated knowledge that we all have. It's just so many of us aren't aware of it or don't trust it. Intuition will never sound like anxiety, my love. So when that inner voice is coming in, trust its wisdom and trust its guidance, because I promise you, it may not make sense in the moment, but that comes directly from spirit. It comes directly from your higher self. And trusting it is one of the first steps to building that co-relationship with spirit. Is like them saying like, oh, they heard what I was sending them. And because spirit can't speak to you the way I do. I am a conduit for them, but I am not them. They speak to you through signs, symbols, and synchronicities. The birds, like the raven, like the owl, and perhaps even through the Pegasi. They speak to you through these symbols, synchronicities, omens coming up in your life, tugs of your gut and an intuition of your mind suddenly thinking of something that you haven't thought of in a very long time. These are all ways that spirit speaks to you because of the difference in our realms, in our connections. Learning to trust not just yourself, but them is going to be an incredible part, an incredible aid to your journey, because there is so much still for you to see. You have the entire world to explore, and there is much travel. There is much to gain from exploring what this world has to offer you and the new beginnings that we are moving towards. Even in the death card here, there is a sun rising behind them, but they're so focused on what they have lost that they can't see the blessings. They choose not to see and enjoy the lessons that came from the situations. All things must end, my love. There is nothing that we can do to change that. That is the only thing that is certain, is change and death. But it's not something to fear. It's meant to show us that we are to enjoy our life and our time and our experience here while we are sharing in that beautiful blessing. So Cancer, don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of death. Don't be afraid to become something new, because this is not your final form. This is not your last stop on the journey. You have so much more still to see. I promise you that. Have a beautiful day, my love.